What's going on, everyone? Welcome, Rabid here, and Xelis has been pumping like crazy and GPU miners have a massive smile on their face. So today I'm going to show you how to mine Xelis like a boss. Before we get into the wallet and stuff, I do want to announce this video is sponsored by Hero Miners, the largest altcoin mining pool in existence. And coming into here, they're also going to be giving away $10,000 worth of Xelis and 0% pool fees until the end of June. As you can see, June 30th. So let's run through what they're actually saying here. So $10,000 USD Hero Miners airdrop and a 0% pool fee-free mining. Dear miners, we wish to inform you that to celebrate the launch of our Xelis pool, we'll airdrop 10,000 USD total to 35 different Hero Miners Xelis miners. The airdrop levels are as follows. So 5 lucky miners will get $1,000, 5 lucky miners will get $500, and 25 miners will get $100. There is no hash rate requirements or restrictions. Everyone is equal here. To participate, all you need to do is mine in the Xelis Hero Miners pool. You don't need to register. Any address can enter up to 5 times, as there will be 5 snapshots of actively mining addresses made at the pool at undisclosed dates. Therefore, the earlier one enters, the more chances they get. When 4 snapshots are made, an announcement will be made setting that there is still 1 snapshot left. It is disallowed to enter the giveaway with multiple addresses, and anyone who violates this rule will be removed from the giveaway with a notice. The amount will be converted at the time of payment to Zelle and paid out in crypto. 10,000 USD worth of Zelle will be purchased and distributed to miners on the final day. So not only am I going to show you how to mine to Hero Miners, you're also going to get a chance to win up to $10,000. So that must be pretty exciting for you guys. So now let's show you how to mine the crap out of Xelis. All right, so the first thing you guys are going to need is a wallet. Now previously we had to run our own node and then run our own node wallet as well, talking to our node. But now there is a beta GUI wallet. We no longer need a node in order to mine Xelis because there's pools available. So I'm going to show you how to use this actual GUI wallet. Now, if you still want to use the node wallet and the CLI, then you can check out my video down in the description on early ways to mine Xelis and use the CLI wallet. But here we're going to be using the GUI. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm using a separate PC so you guys can see everything I go through for setting this up, and I'm going to download the Windows zip file. There's also a straight up installer. You can use that if you want as well, but I like to just use this zip file. So we're going to click on that and simply download it. All links will be available in the description. Once you download your wallet, you're going to have to extract it. So we're going to double click on this, extract all. We're going to browse here, and then I'm just going to make a new folder. So I'm going to go into my documents here, simply go right click, go to new folder, and I'm just going to call this Xelis GUI. Hit enter. I'm going to select that folder, and then we're going to extract to it. That way I kind of know where it is instead of it just making a default folder on its own, which will be the same name. But once this is done extracting, we'll continue on with the next step. All right, so it is done extracting. So depending on the PC, if it's brand new, you maybe don't have any GPU drivers or anything installed, it may not work initially. I'm going to try it right here to see. So I'm going to double click on this and see if we get an error or not. Yes, more info. Run anyway, and we can see I'm running into DLL issues. So I'm glad this is happening on this PC. I'm going to have to actually install VR runtime. So we're going to go through all these errors here. It's not working, it's broken because we don't have all the necessary files, which is just a simple Windows file. Okay, so here I am, Microsoft Visual C++, redistributable, latest supported download. So we're going to scroll down here and we're going to have to download both the x86 version and the x64 version. So I'm going to download this one and I'm going to download the second one. We're then going to have to run those, install them, and then reboot your PC. Don't shut it down or anything. You're actually going to have to use the reboot or it won't finalize everything. So once this is done, I'll continue on. So here we can see my 2 downloads are complete. So I'm going to click on the x86. It's going to run its thing. Yes, I agree to all the stuff you want to do. Install. It's going to install. It's pretty fast. There we go. It is done. Now I'm going to run the x64 version. Yes, agree to all that. Install. Everything's going good. All done. Now, if you accidentally forget which one you installed first, if you click on it, it's going to say repair and stuff. So you know you already did it. So at that point, yes, I'm going to close that out. I'm just going to simply go to the start here, and I'm going to restart, not shut down, restart your PC. All right, so everything is rebooted. Let's come back into my documents here, go to the GUI wallet, and now if I double click on this, it should begin working. There we go. Everything is all good. So now is the creation process. So I'm going to hit create wallet here, create from seed. So if you already have a Node GUI wallet or GUI, so if you already have a Node wallet, you can import your seed phrase and then run the same wallet on the GUI as well as the Node. Here we're creating a new wallet. We're assuming maybe you don't have one yet. So wallet name, I'm going to call this Hack My Wallet. Password, I'm going to put 123456. 123456, and then I'm going to hit the create button. Now it's going to generate all the T1 points. This could take upwards to about 5-10 minutes depending on your PC and stuff, or maybe only 1 minute. I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't take too long, but once it's complete, your balance will show up if you imported your seed. If not, your address will be live to begin mining to. Once that's all done, you should see something like this. Now here is your wallet address. All you got to do is simply click on it and it'll copy your entire address. Now there's also a send feature to send your coins, receive your coins, but you can simply just click here to get it, or a burn function. I haven't tried that yet, and I don't plan on burning any of my coins. It'll show you the current topu height that it's on. All your node information is in here. It automatically connects to a seed node, as you can see here, and you can choose different seed nodes as well as possibly add your own if you want to link it to your own node and you're already running it anyway. We got a history here of everything you got going on. Assets looks like coming soon, so maybe they plan for assets very soon. And in settings, this is where you can rename your wallet, change your password, or view your seed. Here's your seed phrase. Make sure you put in your password, 123456. Definitely don't use the password I just used because that's not secure. And this is how you seed your seed phrase. Now, obviously, I'm showing it to you because I don't plan on using this wallet ever, and you guys will just hack it because now you have full access to all these private keys. But that's how you see your seed phrase. Write this down somewhere, put it somewhere safe, and your wallet is secure. Go back into my wallet here, and now we can currently see all our balances. So once you have all this set up, copy your address. You're going to need that to mine to in the mining software. So next up, you're going to need your mining software, and I prefer the only miner you should be using right now is Rigel Miner, however it is pronounced, and this is for NVIDIA GPUs. Now, SRB Miner does work on Intel Arc GPUs as well as AMD, but sadly, it is nowhere near the hash rates that Rigel does have for its NVIDIA counterpart. So this is mostly an NVIDIA GPU because the hash rate is so high on them. So I recommend this miner right here. Click on it. The latest is 1.17.3, and then either choose Linux or Windows. In this case, obviously my workstation, we're going to be using Windows. All right, so once you do download and extract that, you're going to have a whole list of bat files here. What you can do is scroll on down and come to Xelis. I just copied mine and named it a new one as Hero Miners. Right click and edit this. So when we bring this up like so, we can now see this bat file, and it says by default mine to Viper, mine to K1. Currently I was mining on Viperpool, as we can see right here. So we're actually going to set this up so that you can mine solo or pool mining on Hero Miners both ways, and really fast to set it. So as you can see, there's these colons right here, and the ones without the colons is the bat file it's actually going to run. So if you want to switch between, say, solo and pool mining, we're just going to close this one out and then remove this one right here. It is now going to run this line right here. So you can set one up to the pool for normal pool mining. Then if you think your luck is doing pretty good, you can simply come in, do what I just did here, swap it over to solo right quick, run the bat file, and begin mining. But let's go through the parameters that you actually got to set. So the first thing I always like to do is put in my wallet address. So right here by the -U, you're going to have a space, and this is where you're going to copy in your wallet address. This is my real wallet address, not the one I showed you earlier, but this is where it's going to go, followed by a period and your worker name. Now in Rigel Miner, really your worker name should go right here beside the -W and then 4090, but I found that my worker name wasn't showing up in earlier versions, so I put it at the end of my address and it was working. So you can try with just both where it should be here, but I put both in just to make sure it's working. So we're going to have to set up our pool now, so we're going to remove all this right here, all the way to the TCP part, because we are going to need that, in Hero Miners doesn't actually have that part in there. So make sure you do leave that there or it's not going to work. So for me, pick the closest stratum for you. For me, it is usually USA West. So I'm going to right click this and copy it. I do find I have a little better ping on the USA West than I do have Eastern Canada. So I'm going to click on this now, and I'm simply going to paste that in right there. So now we can see US Xelis HeroMiners.com, port 1225. Everything is good here. I am now going to save it. So now you can see I don't have the 2 colons here. So this is the command that's going to run. But now I want to set it up for solo mining as well, just in case I feel like pushing my luck. Now for solo mining on Hero Miners, all you got to do is add solo colon in front of your address to run solo. Some pools use different ports, others use different parameters in front of your wallet address. Hero Miners uses the exact same ports, but you do have to change your wallet address a little bit. So I'm just going to copy this here, come into here, get rid of this part here, paste that in so we're still mining to the exact same location. That looks like I'm missing the 5 there. Make sure you don't catch that. You don't want any extra spaces, missing ports, and so on, or it's going to be a failure. So now I'm just going to come to here, put solo, colon, and bam. Now this is solo mine. I'm going to save that. So now what would happen here, if I run this bat file right now, it's going to run this one. Then if I do decide to solo mine, I'm simply going to put 2 colons here, come down here and remove these 2, save it. Now when I run it, it is going to solo mine to Hero Miners. That's how you set up your bat file in Windows. So we're just going to go back in here, and I do want to run to the pool. I don't plan on solo mining. I don't have enough hash rate. Now for setting up my actual overclocks, I like to use LOL miner. So I'm going to bring up both of these right here. And now I'm going to set them. So I'm going to lock my core. I'm going to set a core offset. And it seems like Xelis rather likes a core or a memory offset rather than a core lock. I was locking my memory core at around 8,000, but we're going to do a straight up 1,000 plus here. And then I'm going to set a core offset of 300. And then I'm going to set my clock to 2,600 right there. I'm going to apply that. And as we can see, it should apply here. So there we go. We got 2610. It's 10 over, but you know, we're locked at 2,600 here, and our memory is an additional 1,000 plus. So we're going to minus this out now, and I'm going to come in and we're going to run the bat file, and we should begin mining. So I'm just going to go to here because I have multiple bat files. I'm going to run the Hero Miners one, and we can see we're connecting to Hero Miners. Everything's looking good. Remember, with the latest Regal miner here, it is going to take 2 to 3 minutes to tune your GPU, and then it should start rocking. But right now, we're currently sitting at about 412, 415. Now, in Windows, there's another thing you do got to do to make your GPU hash better. If you're not seeing decent hash rates, you should be around 480 to 520 kilohash in Linux, as well as Windows, depending how you are running your overclocks here. But you're going to have to set your GPU accelerator. So it's pretty simple. You're going to come into down here, and you're going to go to your settings, and then you're going to come into your system and go to display. Once you're in display, you're going to scroll all the way down and go to graphics settings. Here you're going to see hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. You're going to want to click that on if it's not on yet. You're then going to have to reset your PC again. And again, reset, not shut down, or it won't apply. So make sure you do reset your PC. It'll load up. It'll tell you to reset your PC like so. Like here you can see, restart your PC to apply your changes. I'm going to turn it back on, and it turns away. So if that's not saying restart it, it is on and it's ready to go. Once you do that, then come in, load this miner, and it'll increase your hash rate on your NVIDIA GPUs for Windows. Now we're going to want to check to make sure our rigs are detected. Hero Miners is usually pretty fast about this, so I'm just going to put this in, look it up. Still no hash rate yet, but we do see the workers here. So it is being detected. You're just going to have to wait a few more minutes, and then you should start seeing some hash rate. So now that we're done in Windows, let's show you how to set up HiveOS. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure your rigs are on the latest regional miner. So we're going to click on here, and we can see the latest version is updated here, 1.17.3. So what we're going to do is we're going to click here, and upgrade this rig. Going to go into the other Octaminer and update it as well. Update, upgrade. So now you're just going to want to wait out. Now, while you're waiting for that, we can set up our wallets. So we're going to come into our wallets here, add your wallet. Now paste your whatever address right here. Here's mine. Type coin and ticker. So Xelis I don't think is here, so you're going to have to create it like so, and then enter wallet name, you know, test video node wallet or GUI. Name it whatever you want so you know what it is. Hit create and you're all done. So we're going to cancel that. We're going to come back in, and now we're going to set up a flight sheet. So now we're going to set up our flight sheet. So coming into here, we open up this. We're going to type in Xelis. There it is. Wallet, I called mine my node wallet here. Pool, we're going to configure in the miner. And now we're going to name this one. Now you're not going to be able to make solo on one flight sheet, so you're going to have to name them separately if you plan on solo mining or mining to the pool. So we're just going to do one here, and you can do the exact same thing like I showed you earlier in the Windows to add solo in front of your wallet. So right now we're going to come into here, and I'm just going to name this Xelis Hero Miners Pool. That way we have it there. So Hero Miners, make sure you spell everything right. Obviously it's your own flight sheet, you'll know what it is. Now we're going to come into the miner here, and we're going to type in RI, and Regal Miner should show up right here, and we're going to set up miner config. So this is where all the magic happens, and we're going to type in XE Xelis hash right here. Wallet template, we're going to go wallet. I'm going to go dot worker name here. Bam, in your worker name, I'm also going to go worker name, just like what we saw in Windows. It didn't work for me when I had it just in worker name, so I did put it after the wallet. So now we need our pool URL and everything. So we're going to come in and actually go back to the pool like so. Copy our closest stratum. Always use the closest stratum for you. Right click. We're going to copy this. I'm going to paste this in like so. us.xelis hero miners. Now I don't think you need the TCP and everything for HiveOS. If we run into an error, we're just going to add that in, but let's see what happens. Next up, we're going to need our overclock setting. So I have another one in here just set to use my previous one, so I'm just going to edit this, right click it and copy it. I'm going to bring it in, paste like so. Now I do want to adjust some things. So here I'm actually going to lock my clock. I'm going to bring it a little bit lower at 1475 here. I'm still going for an offset of 300, but instead of doing a memory lock now, I'm going to go an extra 2000, which is the same as 1000 in Windows. So what I'm going to do here, instead of locking my memory, this is lock mem clock. I'm going to bring this back and put in just --m clock, and I'm going to put in 2000. There you can see we are no longer locking it. We're just setting more of an offset here. So I'm going to apply those changes, and then I'm going to create that flight sheet. So now you have two ways to start that flight sheet. One is simply going into your miner, going to flight sheet, scrolling all the way down, and the one you just made should be on top under all your starred ones, and you simply start that. The other way you can do it, if you have multiple rigs and they're all pretty close to the same overclocking and NVIDIA GPUs, all you got to do is simply click on both of these, come up to the little spaceship up here, and then scroll down to 82 more coins, and then just find Xelis, which is here, and now look for the one you just made. So here we can see Xelis Hero Miners Pool. So I'm going to click on that, apply it, and this is actually going to apply the same flight sheet to everything here. This is the same strategy I do use for fast swapping for all my CPU rigs. I simply click the all, find my flight sheet. Obviously I'll be getting rid of these two here. It'll move all my rigs at the exact same time to the exact same coin. So this does make moving your rigs all around very, very easy. All right, so we are seeing hash rate here. Everything is connected. I just want to go through one more thing in the flight sheet. It didn't like those overclock settings. It was saying too high for mine. So I did go back to locking the memory at 8001. Remember, you can play around with your own GPUs, see how well yours do. If you want to go individual ones, locking certain cores, or say cores, memory, everything. So say this is GPU 0, you're gonna have to put a comma and then a new number, comma, new number. This will be GPU 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way and so on. So you can set different core locks, different memory offsets, and so on, depending on each GPU. So here would be GPU 0 would be 1475, and GPU 1 would be 1500. Now if you just put one number here like you see I have, it's going to run the same settings on every GPU. Also, to confirm, you do not need the Stratum and TCP in HiveOS, but you will need it in Windows. So that's basic overclocking here. Adjust for your GPUs. You can do your own testing. I do plan on going through a bunch of my GPUs here to see what the best efficient settings are. It's going to be really tough though, because there's always minor updates coming every couple days, as well as the possible GPU nerf and bringing back CPUs for Xelis as well. If that happens, another how to mine guide will come for both CPUs and GPUs. But right now, this is a GPU heavy dominated coin, and this is how you mine it like a boss. All right, and coming in the pool to make sure everything is working, you can see all 3 rigs are detected. We got hash rate. You can come up top here, click on the little star button or gear icon here and set your minimum payouts as well if that's something you want to do as well, depending on how much hash rate you actually have. So that's how you get up and mining Xelis to hero miners. And remember, $10,000 in Xelis coins will be given away at the end of June. So pretty much 1 month away from right now. Also, you may remember earlier I did show you a seed phrase to my wallet. I did transfer 2 coins there. So if you want this, be sure to hit that subscribe button, thumbs up. Go back and check out that seed phrase, load that in, and transfer these coins to yourself. I do this sometimes in some videos, in a lot of how to mines and so on. Sometimes they're in the middle of the video, sometimes at the end. So make sure you do watch the full videos I do produce, because there's sometimes free coins waiting for you guys to get your hands on. So right now we do have a balance of 2 Xelis. Looking at the current market of Xelis, that is $33 currently. That's about $66 I just gave away to someone, and that is USD. So like over $100 Canadian where I'm from. So congratulations to the winner who got that, and congratulations who watched this entire video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out.